setState is the very first thing you learned in Flutter, and the thing pro engineers get wrong for years. These are the 10 mistakes that quietly ship to production. For each one, I will show you the mistakes, why it actually bites you, and the real fix with working Dart side by side. Because one careless setState is not just ugly code, it's a waste to rebuild on every single frame. These are not beginner bugs. These are the one bugs that make it pass code review. Let's fix it all 10. Number 1. Calling setState after dispose. You start a timer or subscription in the widget, the user navigates away and the timer keeps firing on the state object that no longer exists. Async work outlives in the widgets and Flutter throws. The mistake on the left leaves that timer running forever. The fix on the right cancels it inside dispose, so nothing calls setState on a dead widget. Number 2. Reaching for setState for everything. One integer changes, a counter, a toggle, and because setState lives at the top of the page, 400 lines of widget tree rebuild for it. The change is far too broad. The fix scoop it down, move the value into small notifier, and only the widget that cares about it rebuild. Number 3. Doing heavy work inside the setState callback. You drop a sort, a filter, a big loop right into the closure, but setState should be tiny. It exists to a flip flag and schedule rebuild, nothing more. The fix is simple. Do the expensive compute first into a local variable, then call setState only to assign the finished result. Number 4. Calling setState during build. The moment you do, you tell Flutter to rebuild from inside the build that's already running. Build calls setState, which triggers a build, which calls setState, and the app freezes solid. The fix move that call out of the build into any state for one-time work or a post-frame callback if it truly has to run after the frame. Number 5. Firing setState several times in a row. Update a name, call setState, update the email, call setState, update the phone, call setState. 3 calls, 3 scheduled rebuild, 3 times to work for one frame. The fix, patch them. Change everything you need, then wrap it all in a single setState at the end. One rebuild, done. Number 6. The one that fools everybody. Muting state outside setState. You increment the value, the variable really does update, and the screen shows nothing. No setState means no rebuild is ever scheduled, so the UI stays frozen on the old value. The fix is to move the mutation inside the state call, so the change and rebuild happens together. Number 7. Keeping app white state in a single screen setState. Your auth token, the logged in user living inside the login page state. Pop that screen and it's gone. No other screen can reach it. The state has outlives the widget. The fix hoists in the above the widget tree into a controller or provider when the whole app can read it and survives navigation. Number 8. Calling setState after an await. You fetch data. The request takes a second, and in that second, the user backs out of the screen. Your await resolves. You call a setState on the state that's already gone, and it crashes. The fix is one line after every async gap. Check if not amounted, then just return. Before you touch a setState, guard first, then update. Number 9. Calling setState on every animation or scroll tick, a parallax effects, a scroll-driven header. You setState 60 times a second, and each time the entire subtree rebuild. That's rebuild a storm, and it's exactly where the junk comes from. The fix is animated builder. Drive the animation through it, and only the one widget that actually moves rebounds, not the whole widget tree. Number 10. Mutating an object in a place. You add the existing list or edit a field on the same object, then call setState. And the child widget doesn't update because it compares the reference, and the reference never changed. Same list, same object. The fix is to assign a new reference, a fresh list, a copied object, so the child sees a real change and rebuild. And that's all 10. Fix these and you are not just using setState, you are using like a pro. The whole game is this. Rebuild only what changed. Only when it changed, fewer rebuilds, smoother app, and 0 of those defunct state crashes. Follow for more.